Okay, well, let's see it. Last time we did this, the video went down, it wouldn't work. I don't know, I think YouTube is having some server problems. They were earlier, I don't know about now. We'll have to wait and see how everything is, playing out. Seems like to me they still having some issues. Okay, well, some people are getting in this time. Last time they kept cutting us out, remember? My eyes are on the road, always. But last time they only put one video. They only put up one video about one video and for 1 minute, and they took it down. But it's more than that. As we can see right now, that the hits are dripping in. You know I'm being sabotaged. This is living proof I'm being sabotaged. But here it is. You should have known this is why the NBA is laughing their head off, because they said the NFL should have been did this. When the NBA went through it with Rauf, they should have been done this issue a long time ago. Here's the thing. Didn't nobody care about the national anthem until somebody pointed at it and said, look. Other than that, nobody cared. Do they make the fans? They don't, because why? They paid their money to be there. They don't have to. Is it showing? Can you guys see it? They're enforcing the right for you to stand for the national anthem if you're on the field. If you don't want to stand for the national anthem, you can stay in the back until they do the anthem. Then you can come out. That solves the problem to me. So they're not making you stand for the national anthem if you don't want to. They're saying if you want to stand for the don't want to stand for the national anthem, stay in the back room. I don't have a problem with it. I don't. The union was not even contacted when they made the decision. It sounds fair to me. And here's the thing: people are saying they're outraged by it. Like, ain't that something? Now they've turned the NFL players into slaves. I've been on the phone with somebody for the past 20 minutes debating with them over it. Now the NFL players have been turned to slaves. And they've been stripped of their right to protest. I'm like, right to protest? Look, this isn't a civil rights movement. If you want to protest, you do it on your own time. How you gonna protest on your job? You gonna protest something on your job. If you want to get something approved, you got to get it done through the NFL. That's the job. If you want to put something up that represents you and is something personal to you, you'll have to get it cleared through the job, like any other company. Why come people don't understand that? Have you seen a protest? When somebody protests the job or something, are you on the property? No. Are they paying you? No. These guys are paid to be there, so they supposed to pay you to protest? We protesting y'all. And we want to get paid for it. No. So everybody's crying an outrage. I really don't see an outrage. If you feel so insulted by what has transpired, you have the freedom to stay your butt in the back. So I don't see what the commotion's all about. And somebody said, well, like the 49ers, I think his owner said they're not going to sell food or nothing. No concessions during the national anthem. That's fine. I think that should be the case then. Since they want to make this all about the field in the national anthem, they shouldn't do that. I don't even... Yeah, I want to get 3-piece grilled chicken.
3-piece grilled chicken? Okay, you want just the chicken itself, or you want a combo with the drink? And we have one combo without the drink for 2 small sides.
I want a combo with the drink.
So you want the number 10 grilled chicken?
I guess.
Okay, what kind of drink for you?
Life water.
The lighter? Okay. Anything else for you tonight?
That should be it.
Okay, it's gonna be 880 at the window, please.
Okay. You know it. Listen, the NFL is what it's always been. Okay? It's not due as far as punishment to the player. To me, it is simple, it is fair, and it's to the point. But here's the thing. If you want to make it all about the field, then go ahead and make it all about the field. But all these people who's talking about this, the national anthem, I want to see them standing too during the national anthem.
Number 10 grilled in soapy water? Okay, it's gonna be 880, please.
Okay.
1 moment, okay?
They mind. Not for... You have the option. You won't... So what is the point? If you don't come on the field, just stay off the field.
Here we go. You have a nice night.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You too. No, not yet. I haven't heard it yet. But I plan on listening to it. My thing is, what do you think should be the counteraction? What is your problem with the new ruling? They didn't think this would ever come up in the NFL. When it happened with the NBA book that they can't do it, period. Did you see anybody, and I mean anybody, in the NBA think about taking a knee? Did you see Steph Curry, any of those guys think about taking a knee? Or protest the flag, or sit down? No. Because their contract says, don't you even try. I mean, they did something, but my thing is this. For the game, yeah, that's fine. But the issue that they're protesting, that still needs to be addressed. You see, no one's talking about that. The issues that they're discussing need to be addressed, period. Yeah, he's probably still thinking about it too. And then I bet he thought about it, and then his lawyer told him, don't think about it no more. He'd have found himself in earlier retirement than he thought. He wasn't trying to send a message. He was trying to send a message to the 49ers. And then next thing you know, they end up taking his thing and making him a catalyst for the entire movement that he didn't even sign up for. Why you think he didn't do no interviews? Now he can't even get a job. Now that everybody joined along, because everybody, this is the millennial trendy thing. Everybody do it on your own time. Don't do it when they paying you. Because if the NFL got to approve that, it makes them part of the damn protest. I don't understand what they don't get with that. The NFL like, whoa, hold on, man. Like, we'll... Exactly. Unfortunate, but you're not going to stop police brutality by take the flag. They're being treated like slaves. How? That's the part that just gets me. No, you can't protest on someone else's property. You are paid you're an employee of the company. Okay, whatever team you is, you're an employee of that team. You work for the team. That is your job. Do you think you can go to your place of work and start a protest for something you to like, man, I'm finna take a knee, man. I ain't going into that team meeting. I ain't doing nothing until I take a knee and say a prayer for the people in there. They gonna be like, if you don't get in that meeting right now, you gonna be fined for insubordination. I don't care. I want to do it because I'm on protest. I'm doing a protest for it. Not on our time. We not paying you to protest. So if you want to protest, you do it on your own time. You don't do it on our time. Property. You see the protest going on? Nobody. There's a reason for that. Yep. To me, I think it's wrong for to call people slaves in this climate. I think it's wrong. $40 million slaves. They slaves. They can't do this. They can't do that. These people are slaves. It's very easy for people to sit there and say that about other people. When they sitting in their position, nobody says nothing. What make them more or less than a slave than you are? See what I'm saying? What make them more or less than a slave than you are? If they're $40 million slaves, see, people, see, that's what y'all do. Y'all go ahead and y'all put all of your insecurities on people just because they got money. You see what I'm saying? If somebody make more money than you, then they have the problem. They the slaves. I ain't no slave. Nobody own me. Gotta go to work. They gotta do the same things you gotta do. They get paid to do a job. You get paid to do a job. You have to do A, B, C, and D at your job or you'll get fired. So if they $40 million slaves, you are just slaves at a lesser price. So that's not even fair. Okay? To even compare the two. Now, here's the situation. Police brutality is happening because we're not doing the things that we're supposed to do as far as protesting in the right way. Whatever police department there is, whatever organization, you have to hit these people in the pocketbook. Okay? Because there's some stuff that's getting ready to really hit the fan coming out really soon in Milwaukee. So, get ready. And the situation is people going real cold on these subjects and situations when they're talking about people in a very derogatory mindset as far as, oh, this team is such and such. Players are so much in the public eye because they're on television. Now, the NFL allow these players to have individual contracts. So what kind of slave that you know get to have an independent contract where he can make his own money outside of that league while still playing on the team? Because the NFL don't own him. They just own him, and what he does on the work time, he does on his work time. Now, if he wants to get pistachio contracts or shoe contracts, McDonald's contracts, he can do it. You see what I'm saying? So where did the slave part come in? Oh, when they ask you to do something that they want you to do on their time. Now, when he's off the clock and he want to take a knee for the anthem and do all that stuff when he's off the clock and off their property, then they can't say nothing. The same way you can go do a McDonald's commercial and you get a money, they ain't gonna say nothing. They can't. But if you want to protest, you're going to have to do it on your own time. Why was the NFL pay you to protest on their dime when it's hurting them? It doesn't make sense. The fact that you would even ask the NFL, man, let us protest. Let us protest on your property so we can make you lose money. Please give us that permission. But see, that's what you guys are looking at, the fans. Look at the fans. They don't even stand for it. And that's true. The fans don't even stand for the national anthem. I brought that up too. But all the fans are not the same. You see, but the fans, they don't have to stand up. They don't work there. As long as they're not destroying property, which is a crime, if they're not doing that, they're okay. They don't have to stand up. You know why? Because they spent money to be there. They paid their money. They don't have to abide by the NFL rules. They don't work for the NFL. They're not a member of the team. They paid a ticket to attend. So they can do what they want. Hey, if they don't want to stand, fine. If they do, fine. They don't, fine. They can do what they want. The sponsors ain't going to run out because of them. What sponsor going to be like that guy in G3 sitting down, look at him eating and popcorn and biting a hot dog doing the anthem? We are not going to give you money because of the guy in G3. They don't care about him. They don't care about none of that. Exactly. The only thing the fans can't do is come in there and start disruption and commit crimes. I find nothing wrong with the new ruling by the NFL. Nothing. If you don't want to stand for the national anthem, you can stay in the back and your team, you won't be penalized. The team won't be penalized. There shouldn't be no problems. But you're not going to go on national TV on the NFL's time, take a knee, and protest during their time. It's not going to happen. Why should it? Why should they allow that to happen? The employees have human rights. So do the employers. Everybody have human rights. Where are their human rights being violated at? No, this isn't. This is about actually highlighting something that shouldn't even have been a situation in the first place. Everybody should know that by rules of thought, you don't protest on someone else's dime, on someone else's property. You are an employee of the team by the NFL. Whatever team you on, the owner owns the team. You are a member. He's paying you to be there. You're there in that place because they gave you a paycheck, not to protest. You ain't come on your own dime saying, I'm here just to protest this. You ain't there for that. And if you're going to protest, guess what you got to do? Off the property. You got to be off the property. Go to any protester you've ever seen. They be outside the fence with a picket sign. You can't come on the property and protest. That's a good way to go. Protesters go to jail. You have those people that just run on the property like, I don't care, I'm on the property. And you know where they go? To jail. So, but those are real protests for real issues and real problems. We're protesting about, they say it's about police brutality and the things of that nature, which is not the NFL's problem, but we would like to see the NFL get involved in that situation. So if you want to see the NFL get involved in that situation, you sit down with the NFL and say, okay, this is what we need to do. Let's sit down where we can have a thing where we can come out and show the NFL in unison against police violence against unarmed blacks. That's what you do. You sit down, you come up with a strategy. You just don't go half-cocked and just start kneeling at the flag and then getting everybody else to do it. They all monkey see, monkey do. They gonna follow suit and do the same thing in stupidity and come out and follow everybody else. And they have no plan. Nothing's gonna be done. Why? Because it's all this infighting now because you created a situation that wasn't even your target. The NFL wasn't even the target, but they became the target because they're like, hey, we're losing money. Nobody's listening to their side of the story. Money is what they're in the business for. They're not in it for rights and all this stuff. They ain't here to fight no civil battles. But they're like, hey, man, but we got breast cancer and all that. That ain't even negotiations. It's like, dude, they're a foundation. There's the Breast Cancer Awareness Foundation that's sponsored by people. That's why the NFL has these badges. Okay? There's money going into this. All right? Now, as you guys want to get something set up like that, where they wear a patch and get things set up for police brutality, talk to the right people and get it organized and get it done the right way. Okay? Because this is how you get things changed. You want to stop police from hurting unarmed black civilians? You find out who are backing these police officers. Who's putting money in that police precinct? Who's financing them? What sponsorships they got? Find out all the sponsors they got and you boycott them sponsors and say, well, you will not get another black dollar from us. You won't get any dollar from us. You won't get any dollar from us. You won't get any dollars from us. Everything we will, you got to hurt them in the pocketbooks, and I guess what? I guarantee you something will be done. I guarantee you something will be done. But it takes organization to get that thing done. It takes unison. It takes people to make that sacrifice to say, nope, I will make a 25-mile drive to go get this money or give my money to somebody else. But these guys who are supporting you, they won't see a dime of our money. If you can't hire police people to come in here and treat people with respect and do their jobs without killing them, unarmed civilians, then we're going to shut you down. I shut them down, shut them down, shut them down, shut it down. The corporations, they got to give up the dough to our town or else we got to shut them down. I shut them down. Dude, that's what you got to do. But you guys people are picking the wrong fight. This fight was supposed to be about unarmed blacks. Now we went from killing of unarmed black civilians. We flipped that all the way around to the battle in the NFL. The owners didn't pick a fight. The owners is defending their rights. The owners saying, we own the team. You are our employers. These are our rules. Okay, we don't want you doing this on the field. If you want to protest, do it on your own time. And then they wanted the NFL to sit down and have these talks. And the NFL should have been more open to these talks. But you got to understand, you're dealing with high-powered racist people. Okay? Do you think that Donald Sterling was the only racist owner there is out here? No, the majority of them are all racist because their fathers were racist. They didn't care anything about poors or minorities or anything like that. And to actually believe that they are, you're being very naive. And this goes for every sport. There's about a 90% chance that all those owners are racist to the core, to the bone, because it was what they was preached with and taught with, where they were from. Wasn't not too many minorities ever in the places they were at and where they grew up at. You understand? So their handling the situation was never going to be done. You're asking them to voluntarily come to the table to address something they don't care about. You have to organize it first and present it to them in a way it makes sense for them to come to the table and do it. That's how it has to be done. But when you start going to the press and protest, this person talking, that, nothing's in place, but you want them to, in the middle of the season, to start dealing with, let's get this done. No, let's get this done. No, I say we get that done. No, let's get that done. We should do this. No, we should do that. That's not what they're there for. Whose constitutional rights is being violated? Whose constitutional rights is being violated? Sports bug. Protesters are uncomfortable. If you want to protest, do it on your own time. You can't protest on somebody else's property. Do you understand that? When you see people protest, they outside a fence. They on the sidewalk. They can't be on the property. So if you want to protest, you got to do it on your time. That's the point, bro. What do you mean? You can't protest at the place they paying you to be there. They paying you to be there. So they gonna pay you to do that? The NBA put a rule in place saying that everybody in the NBA got to stand. So there it is. Here you have an option. You can wait in the back if you want to, and you don't have to stand. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf played in the NBA. After this thing was over, the resolution was he stood for the flag, but instead of putting his hand over his head, he just prayed during the national anthem. And that was the end of it. A rule was put in place that this would never ever happen again, and that was that. Sean loved calling me at the weirdest of times. Oh, wait a minute. It might be 5:30. And maybe I'm asleep and don't know it. I knew it was Sean. Yeah, all protests off work grounds. It's common sense. So you can't protest on somebody's dime. I mean, it's common sense to me. I don't know why is it such a problem to everybody else. Like, you get all these people like Jamil Hill and all these other people that jump in the gun and they just, Shannon Sharp, man, this is bad. And I'm like, wow, this dude talking about modern slavery. Modern slavery? Believe me, this thing is crazy. If I call people to talk about it, I'll be here all day. I got to get this thing fixed here, so people are caught into what they say, the prisoner of the moment. They caught into the fascination of what's going on. So people just all emotional, want to be emotional, getting involved about it. So anyway, that's what it is. I ain't gonna hold y'all here all day. Live stream, YouTube has something wrong with their server and all that. So just gonna do y'all thing. And your boy is looking clean today because he's going out. But I'm out, man. As you can see, I always think for myself. I don't just go with the flow.